welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You know, I don't know if your name's Carter or not. So we are starting on our 10-ton for a regular PM. It's a regular PM 10-ton. So we've already taken a picture of our data plate. We're going to be looking at our 2-inch pleated filters. That's going to be the very first thing that we check. Looks to me like we've had some flow problems. Our filters have all fallen out. You can see they're dirty, so they did get some flow there. We're going to go ahead and we're going to give that a good spray. You guys remember, this is our no rinse coil cleaner here. Again, I just want to make sure that where these filters are not at, does not get a nasty buildup. When I come to do my deep dive PM and do a very thorough clean on these units, I want to make sure that my job is not going to be a forever job. These deep dive PMs can take anywhere from 6 to 16 hours depending on how bad these machines are. So if you maintain the machine really well throughout the year, your deep dive PM might be a 6-hour. If you do a crappy job of maintaining this machine, you might be at each store for 16 hours. This is not an exaggeration. If you're doing the PM correctly, PM stands for preventative maintenance. The PM is there so that you can have your machines run longer and more efficiently without breakdowns or repair orders. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, then your deep dive PM, which is going to include things like cleaning your evaporator and your condenser coils, it's going to include possibly changing out your P-traps. But if you maintain your units really well, then that PM is going to be a lot easier to do. Okay. Now you'll see that there's a divider, and most of these have a divider, but these Cerriers have a floating divider there, and then on the top they have this little keeper. Now if you are setting these up and you're not putting that keeper down and your divider is loose, then it's pretty much a sure thing that your filters are going to fall out, and then guess what? They're not doing the job that they're made to do. All right, so that door is closed. I want to show you something real quick. If you look up here, you see all that buildup? So that is what we clean off on our deep dive PMs. But many times, because our deep dives are only once a year, this whole evaporator, this whole condenser coil will have all that fur on it. Now, I think that those should be cleaned twice a year. But we have to use the specifications of the companies that we work for. So if they don't want to pay for it to be done twice a year, we don't do it twice a year. We do it once a year, and then we suggest that it be done other times. And if they take the suggestion, great. If they don't, then that sucks. Hey! We've got another belt issue. Now, this one I remember. So we did have some issues here. If you'll look, you'll see on the 17th of April 2024, we had to replace this pulley. And I had a feeling that we were going to have a belt issue here. This is AX49, the correct belt. It is the correct belt. See, there's the new one, the AX49. And it's a brand new pulley, and it is tensioned correctly, so we are okay with all of that. But I think we had to break in that pulley. So we've got our new belt on there. Now you'll notice that these belts are already up here, and the reason is because during that last PM when we replaced the pulley, I also left a number of belts for these pieces of equipment because we knew we were going to be coming. We knew we were going to be cleaning those units again, and we knew we were going to be needing to replace those belts. So we went ahead and we charged for them, and we sent them with our technician, and he left them for us for this turn of events. So here is our filters and our bad belt. There we go. We'll put those with the rest, and we're going to go ahead and turn that unit back on, and we're going to take these filters and we're going to set them over with the other unit. Now, again, while we clean these units and make sure we maintain them properly, we want to make sure our condenser coils are clean. We want to make sure that we're getting heat displacement from our unit. We want to look down inside to make sure nothing's frozen. We want to make sure our evaporator coil is clean. And we want to also make sure that our P-trap is flowing properly. Now, every single time you do this, you should be taking this P-trap off and you should be cleaning this P-trap out. Now, most of these sites, they'll have a hose bib on the roof. Some of them don't, but most of them do. So I like to just take it, set it over top of the hose bib, turn that water on, and then see all that? Now what happens is, if this gets clogged up, if we don't have good flow in here and this gets clogged up, and you see I'm gonna leave some in there so that we still have that vacuum. But if this gets clogged up, all that water is going to accumulate inside your unit. And once it accumulates inside the unit, it will start flowing down into your ceiling.